Hey there, Andrew from C1D Paintball. That's me. And this game you're about to see is the back end of a game we played at Warzone Paintball in Rico. Map's called The Market. As a matter of fact, this is video up here. That is the first one. So basically we're switching sides, and I am on the gold team with my C1D buddies. And I'm the only one on the field using MagFed, by the way. And we were part of a big party. We joined a big party at 24 for this game. After this game, they split up on their own. But a lot of guys, not a lot of experience, maybe just a couple games under their belt for most of them. They mostly sat back and shot from a distance. There really wasn't a lot of advancement. We won the first game because we did have players that advanced up, and it was a slow and steady pace, and we won that first game. But now we're switching sides, so we're starting at the building and they're starting at the concrete bunker. So we're going to go out there and see what we can do, if we can sweep this map, or whether the orange team... orange. Orange. Yeah, we're gold. They're orange. Gold over orange. Unless they're starting on a desert island. Anyway, let's start her up.
Head on to the same sniper. Go in the doorway. Try to pick some guys off on the left. I'm going to try to advance up to the barrel. Put your mask on, man. Put your mask on. Behind the... I want to go left, but we need... Alex, let Alex go in the middle. Guys, let this guy go first. Alex, step up here. Throw cover on the left.
On the left?
Yeah, we're going to cover left. Just throw some shots if you got anything. It could be a quick game.
You just gotta take the center, because that's on me. Yeah, so clear in the middle.
You're going to go ahead? You go first. Tony, you go first. As long as it's not deep. Either one. No, okay.
Yeah!
Yes! Maybe. Somebody's shooting there. Chopper coming in! PTSD!
Alright, so for giggles, let's start with a PTSD joke. The guy adjacent to us had air tank problems, making that sound that I'm sure paintballers, experienced paintballers have heard a lot, and it sounded like a chopper. Come on, listen. Then a bit like a chopper, so I make the chopper jokes. But seriously, folks, I'm up here at this part of the map. Connor is beside me. I want to play this game with Connor. Last game we were separated. I'd like to take the attack with him on it. So we got this foothold just in front of the building a little bit. It's not too far out, but we don't want to do like the last game where the other team was starting from this side, just stayed behind there. So I'm going to take a peek and check out the left side of the map that I'm protecting, which would be the east side if you're looking on the top of the map.
I got an angle left. Connor, if I crawl, can I get in from around you on the left? Nope.
So I'm assessing the situation here. I want to move up to the next barrier closer to Connor. I even try to ask him if it's clear for me to crawl there. It's kind of a strange question. The reality is, I take another look. It is not, because there's a slight angle they have on me. So even though I would be crawling on the ground, which at my age I really shouldn't be doing, but even if I crawled on the ground, you know, I wouldn't have the target up on top, but they still have a beat on the ground, and I'd be a slow turtle there. So nothing I'm going to do here. Now, this screenshot says a lot about this particular game. And just like the first game, you see the orange players are staying behind these barriers. They're just tucking around the corner, popping their head out in the barrels and firing at us. We got a lot of guys on our team, part of their part, doing the same thing, but this is a situation I'm facing here. And unlike the first game where this happened, I really don't have, they've got the better cover to defend playing that style than vice versa. So let's keep going and you'll get a better idea what I mean as the video goes on. So while it's blurry here, let's just zoom in on this firefight a bit, which is pretty much indicative of the whole match and longballing. I fire some shots at this guy and he drives me back and duck for cover. Then I spot another guy. It's a bit tough to see him, but you can kind of see his head and his shoulder. I'll just kind of point that out here at a distance. Finally, I go back to the first guy. He's safe at a distance, and my shots are getting close, but they're veering off, you know how it kind of slices and hooks like golf when you shoot from a distance, so that's what it's doing there. You know, one lucky shot can take him out at this range, but it's difficult. But on the other hand, you know, I'm at a distance for him as well, so I'm shooting here, I'm suppressing him, but I'm a hard target to hit as well. You know, even though I feel they're more inclined to sit back and play that kind of game, to a certain degree I can play it too. Now I spot another enemy on the kind of the left of me, back on the end of the field. And in between shots, well, not in between, I had to stop. My teammate kind of just walks by. So he's been knocked out of the game, and the ref had to remind these guys in the first game and this game that, hey man, when you're out, call out. And that's going to play into it later. I was having a hard time, you know, if I was losing guys on my team. So he walks across here. I guess he's out because he's walking to the staging area, but his marker isn't up. And I nearly hit him. But hey, these things happen, especially when you go into drop in. I don't mind playing with new players. This is one of the things that happens. And just remind them, hey man, when you're hit, you know, call out, put your arms up, so this way, you know, the rest of your teammates on the field are surviving, can adjust their game.
They know where I am.
That is Connor, and he's out. Notice his arm is out, and he called out, hey, new guy from before. Hey, other new guys on the field. That is what you do when you get knocked out. Now, this is a disappointment to me because Connor is a really good player, and him and Alex in the last game helped flush out the enemy and take them out late in the game. So I was hoping maybe to be a more integral part and do this with him this time around. Well, we could still possibly win, but unfortunately, it won't be with Connor there, at least, you know, at least actively on the field.
Out of ammo.
All right, so let's slow that down a little bit, because you may ask, why is Andrew using such poor language when he nearly is out of ammunition and should just replenish his magazine? Well, this is what happened. I had a lot of more mags, but I had this enemy in my sight. I mean, we were returning fire back and forth with each other, and you can see even splashed on my camera. But, you know, shots ringing off the drums in front of me, and I'm peppering with shots. And all of a sudden, you know, he leans over a bit more, so I've got him well in my sights. I've made this shot dozens of times. This, in my head, it's like, yeah, I got him, but, out of ammo. Or should I say, I'm out of ammo. Now, after I miss my opportunity to get this guy out, I'm soon going to ask if there's anybody gold left, because, like I mentioned before, people in the previous game and this game, they don't seem to be calling hit too well or walking off the field with their hands. Plus, there's a staging area on both sides, so I can't just see a steady stream in front of me. They could be behind me, by the way. So I don't know who's leaving the field, so I want to know what's going on, if anybody's left alive, but I don't hear anything because I'm just a crazy old guy who's chatty. Ruggedly handsome. That mask on, I can't tell. But chatty.
We got anybody on the right?
And there is that word again. The F-bomb. I need to wash my mouth out with soap. Pretty much right away when I advance to this next barrier up ahead of me, I regret it. You know, I do have this like water tank thing, barrier, skiddy thing next to me. It's a really long word. But anyway, it protects my right side, but this drum in front of me, it's not as good cover as the wall of drums behind me. So I got shots like splashing everywhere around me and that. I'm really in the thick of it here. Now, I'm going to try to be funny, tell some jokes, but you know, when I get nervous, I start telling jokes. Which I always try to tell jokes, and once in a while they hit. But anyway, no matter what, I'm committed to this. I can't fall back because they got a beat on me there. The last thing I need to do is turn around and have them give them a big target to shoot me in the ass. But anyway, let's keep going again.
I could be golfing.
Okay, I pull off a bit to my right and I see I am truly not alone. In fact, I've got two teammates, including Alex with the big ass Cronus sniper rifle we have. This gives me hope. But as I've learned from many movie cliches, hope is a dangerous thing.
I got a guy on the right side, high hopper.
Okay, I got this guy on the right side, high hopper. So nobody probably understood one of the worst callouts in paintball history, at least on this day. But you can see here, I'm going to freeze my my ball coming in here, and the guy's hopper is sticking out, his head sticking out just a bit. So I'm firing in there. I want a long ball. I haven't got a direct line of sight on, but I want a long ball, maybe get them like that. Meanwhile, you're going to see, and let's do another ball freeze here. You've got to watch how you say that, or they could PG rate your video. One of his teammates is to the right of me, and he fires one over here. So, yeah, he's got an angle on me. It's heating up, and honestly, moments like this are why I love paintball. Now, right after this video starts up again, you're going to see I had enough of the right side. I'm going back to my left. Immediately engage another enemy, one of the guys that was there before I'm shooting at. And as I change my mag, you'll see one just whiz by my head.
Be a decoy. You're out of balls. Call out. You can still call out if you're out of balls.
All right, so once more an F-bomb. The word of the day. Okay, I am having fun, don't worry. I'm not saying that word just to like look at it. It's just an expression. Alex just got taken out, but just moments before he tells me that he's out of ammo. Something that us newer players, when you run out of ammo, don't leave the field. You can be a decoy, you can call stuff out. I've seen players with no ammo run in and freeze other players, or wait around the corner and freeze a guy as he comes around. You are valuable. I mean, I mentioned decoy. If they're shooting at me and they think I'm the only one left, and all of a sudden Alex with no ammo pokes his head around the corner, pretends to be shooting, that'll take some of the heat away from me. So anyway, just a little tip on that. But Alex is out, and you can actually see he's kind of looking to the side. And right away it's like, okay, he's looking, this isn't a planned thing. I play with Alex a lot. This isn't a planned thing. He just happens to glance over. And right away I figure, okay, he's probably looking at the guy that shot him, so I know I got a guy over there I got to be careful about. Now in a second, you'll see a dead teammate of mine walking across my line of sight. Again, it happens in this type of environment, this type of field. Now, you can just see the enemy player here who I'm about to take out, and you'll see him leave the field soon. So hey, no matter what happens from here on, I won't be negative. I mean, I have a KD of at least even, right? Because, you know, how many games do I last to the end?
Hey buddy, why don't you stop camping and have some fun up with the rest of us?
Alright, so I'm just trying to be funny here, but the truth is, I mean, you heard in the last few seconds, there's shots hitting the cover all around me, that pinging and that. I'm under heat. I got shots from at least 2 guys in front of me. I know there was 3 before, but I just took one out. But there's 2 guys giving me a lot of heat. And the guy on the right took out Alex. He is, he's laying some heat on me. But for me to call the guy out like that about camping, just trying to be funny. Again, I'm under pressure here, lighten the mood. Besides, I got all these guys in the stage area next to me. I got an audience to appease.
Check your shoulder.
Now, unfortunately, the little spot of paint that splashed up on the camera, it covered up where I was shooting at an enemy, and right behind that dab of paint, hit him on the shoulder. I asked him, you know, to do basically a paint check. I'm not being a jerk, saying check your shoulder, you know, like I gotcha. I didn't see a splash from that distance, so I'm strictly asking him as a courtesy, hey man, check your shoulder. I mean, we all have it where you look, you feel it, and you look, it's like, no, didn't break. And there are times where you don't feel it, and you get off the field and you're going, oh my God, like you see a broken ball there. So that's all I'm doing there. And you might have noticed too, I'm playing musical chairs with some magazines. I don't have too many left. I took one, I put it behind, put it in the pouch, pulled out another one. It was a dud. The spring was off on it, and I've reached into my reserve. I got like 2 or 3 mags. I usually have a reserve on the back. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. I'm running low on ammo. I figure I'm probably one of the only guys left on my team. I know they're creeping in, so as they say, as the cool kids say, bring it on.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I mentioned them on my emergency mags, but that doesn't stop me from getting up and wasting a whole mag longballing a guy in the back. I'm trying to show him that I'm, he doesn't know I'm down to 3 mags. The one thing for sure, I'm putting some heat on him. Maybe the other guys around me will like back off a bit. And you'll see actually as I pull off a bit here after, that I see an enemy player. So yeah, I knew they were coming around on the right. The guy who got Alex, from where he looked, was at a much sharper angle. So for me, this is a third guy. This is a third guy. I got the guy in the back longballing, the guy who got Alex, and I got this guy. So I got at least 3 of them left. The reality is, he doesn't see me. I see him clear as day. I'm lucky he didn't see me. At least for now, I'm lucky.
You son of a bitch!
Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the day. The referee. Now, I'm an experienced player. The other 3 guys in the field are fairly new. So he calls me out. It's a 3v1. It's a bugger. So now the guys, and like I said, that guy didn't see me. The guy firing at Alex, he's been shooting at me recently. The guy in the back certainly knows about me. So the ref just announced that I'm the only guy left. So yeah, I'm kind of shafted here. It was really funny. It's the ref's job to make sure the game goes on, and they do call outs like this sometimes. So now note, I'm actually going to move 1 barrier to my right in a second. And even before I move, I kind of like go over quickly, and a few shots are at my feet before I go over. So yeah, they're taking that cue that it's a 3v1 and going for the kill. And I mean going for the kill because the orange team, they smell blood in the water.
Orange! Yeah, I'm with you! Okay, good.
All right, I am out. So gold and orange split these games, and this was a fun one. And by the way, this was where that party at 24, and there was like 6 others of us that had joined. The party at 24 went to play on their own, and the remaining 6, we're going to join some regular drop-ins for the next couple games. But that's other videos. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun. Great field. Good experience the first 2 games. How are the experiences going to be in the next one? Okay, they were great actually. I just wanted you to make sure that you stick around and watch the other videos once they come out. That's it for this video. Help out those new players. Be a good example because we want people to return to paintball. COVID seems to be ending right now, so people are coming out the field. A lot of fields closed down and that. We want to keep them open. We want to be positive. Keep those players coming back by being positive, being a good example. And remember, at the end of the day, it's only a game.
Game over.